Like many people who joined the Mormon church and realized later that we had been lied to, I had nowhere to turn to, and so I turned to the internet. I found xmormon.org, which is like an old discussion board website where people shared stories that were sounding very familiar to what I was experiencing. I didn't find John Glenn in Mormon stories until much later. And then one of the first episodes I remember watching was Why People Leave the Church. And he had a surveyed Mormons as to why they had left. And so a lot of the things on the survey I was relating to. So now the LDS Church, with their billions of dollars going after him for using the word Mormon, is really telling. In his statement, he says that he cooperated with the Mormon Church and with a lot of their demands, but they still aren't satisfied. They want to take away the name. They want to take away members, ex members, sharing their stories, their heartfelt stories of what it was like to be a member in the church. And I still can't believe to this day that they would use funds that are supposed to be meant to help people who are needy to go after a podcaster who is sharing ex members' stories. Ex members are criticized about leaving the church but not ever being able to leave it alone. And I feel like it's the other way around. It's the church oftentimes who is trying to still impose themselves in areas where they're not wanted. They send missionaries to people's doors, people who have resigned. They're going after John Dehlin over the use of the word Mormon. He deserves to use the word Mormon. It's the church itself that already said that they don't want to be referred to as Mormons anymore. And now try to bankrupt him through numerous lawsuits. They have the means to do that. And I, for one, thought that when I was giving tithing to the church, tithing from my small jobs, as a student myself, when I joined the church, and now they're using it to, now they're using money, tithing money to go after ex-Mormon podcasters. I don't think that they have a leg to stand on. And I, for one, am so glad that, somebody like John Lynn has a format for people to be able to tell their stories, because the church can't take the stories away from us. They can't take the stories away.